Hello, good evening, and you're welcome back to the class today. I hope we had a wonderful day. Today, we're just going to talk about 5 classes of fungi. We're talking about classes of fungi today, and we're going to talk about just 5 of the classes. Now, we know that fungi are classified on the basis of the structures that they have. Different types of structures that different types of fungi carry. And like we've said before, the fungi are eukaryotic organisms. They have chitin in their structure, and they have a specialized kind of nutrition, specialized way of reproducing. Now, very quickly, there are about 5 different classes of fungi. We have the Myxomycetes, we have Phycomycetes, we have Ascomycetes, we have Basidiomycetes, and we have the Deuteromycetes. These are the 5 classes of fungi. Now, we'll just run through these classes very quickly and run through some of the members of each of these classes and a little about the features in each of these classes that make the classes quite unique. The first ones are the Myxomycetes. Now, these Myxomycetes are fungi that are usually in the form of slime molds. This kind of fungi are able to feed on bacteria, and they are unique in a lot of their specialities and their structure. A good example for members in this class are the Fusarium species. The Fusarium species are a good example of fungi or organisms that are in this class of Myxomycetes. They are fungi that can feed on bacteria, and they are usually in the forms of slime mold. Now, the second one we'll talk about are the Phycomycetes. The Phycomycetes is another class of fungi. This class of fungi, they are usually multinucleated in their structure. They are cynocytic, meaning that they have a body cavity, and then they engage in all sorts of nutrition. They engage in different kinds of nutrition: saprophytic nutrition, symbiotic nutrition, and parasitic nutrition. So this is important to know. Now, a good example of the organisms in this group are the Rhizopus stolonifer. Rhizopus stolonifer is a good example, and the Phytoptera infestan are an example of fungi that are in this group of Phycomycetes. So we've talked about Myxomycetes, Phycomycetes. The next one are the Ascomycetes. Ascomycetes is a class of fungi that have a sac-like structure called an ascus, and this sac-like structure is carrying a lot of spores which we refer to as ascospores. So this is a class of fungi, and this is very, very important to know. Examples of members in this class are Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which you can find in our locally brewed palm wine, and then we also have Aspergillus niger, which you can see as mold on bread, on eba, gari, and many other things like that. So they are all members of the class Ascomycetes. Now, apart from Ascomycetes, we also have the Basidiomycetes. Basidiomycetes is also similar to Ascomycetes in that they have structures that we call the basidiophore, and these structures are carrying structures that we call the basidia, which are sacs, and they are carrying spores, which we refer to as the basidiospores. And this is important to know. Examples of organisms or fungi in this class are the Agaricus species, the Armillaria species, and the Aminata species. These are all species of fungi that are present in this class, and you can find them as our mushrooms. Our mushrooms are very good examples of organisms that are present in this class, and this is important to note. Now, it's also important to know that the mushrooms have different structures. The structure of the mushroom, there's a way it looks, and it's good that you understand this structure as a science student. It has what you call mycelial threads at the base. It has the cap, it has scales, it has rings, it has gills, it has cup, and it has the stem. I'll put up the diagram for you so that you see these different structures of what the mushroom looks like, and you are able to draw and understand it. Now, the last class that I'll talk about is the Deuteromycetes. The Deuteromycetes are also called the Fungi imperfecti. And they're called fungi imperfecti because normally fungi are able to engage in both sexual and asexual reproduction, but the Deuteromycetes engage only or are only able to run asexual reproduction, and they are not able to run sexual reproduction. So this is very important. Members of this class of fungi include our Candida albicans. Candida albicans are fungi that we know cause candidiasis, especially in the genitalia of women. Can also cause oral thrush in the mouth of men. on women also. And also we have Aspergillus flavus, which secretes aflatoxins. These are organisms that are all together in the class of Deuteromycetes. So I hope we have listened to this class and enjoyed listening to this class. The 5 classes, your Myxomycetes, Phecomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, and the Deuteromycetes. Thank you for listening to this lecture. Please remember to like our content, to share our content, and subscribe to our channel, and do have a wonderful day. Thank you.